There they are, the champions of Africa.
And entertainment and simple tourism with plenty other issues.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride with day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Sleek Television, Channel 37 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Sleek Television.
When we talk about national unity, I think it goes beyond just the two main political parties, that the APC and the SAPP, for come together for get an agreement. What of you and your neighbor? What of you and your family? No, nothing saying at time this fellow self come together and make peace for seek our national unity. Hello and welcome to Sleek Television on Channel 37. You can also join us on Facebook at Sleek TV, website at sleektv.com, and follow us on all our social media handles. I am Agabiatu Mansare. When we're talking about national unity, now we quote 40-day read say, amnesty can be a powerful tool for national unity, but it must be weighed carefully against the need to uphold the rule of law and ensure justice remains consistent for all. I think make I just go over them again, like you understand. It says amnesty can be a powerful tool for national unity and sends a fine for make peace or a fine for sorry for person, but sometimes very essential for waiting the person do, and from that you go able for make conclusion. Resolution 4 of National Unity, Usai speaks say na 10 for made them free political prisoners where allegedly them behold them saying they are kind of posing threats to the country and security. Today they are being referred to as free people. What's in this mean? It goes beyond just asking that question. How we drive about for come to this and all that is worthy to note stay in store for you here and with today's show on Sleek Television. See you after the break.
Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Are you ready?
It's a bit duck like Bakiteno, Shout out to everybody, Blue Man. Yo, Vicky chain up on this beach, or you get the Republicans.
Yeah.
Me not the rap powder with the telly bots. The way I come inside, don't make Bokuman the left must I grab the game tight.
Guess it half from the breaches and it's all clear. But if I be your mastermind, I gotta make it all clear. They come Vicky chain, Ojigan, we out here. The rest of my crew is what I call lyrical warfare.
With me, it tells you carry your guts. Every night and day, I grow more bigger.
Yeah, I'm the lyrical rebel, authentic, irreplaceable. I'm here the leader of the table, Africa best capable. Flows are terrible, I'm so incredible, credible.
Pop man go pop, chuck man go chuck. Hype gonna rap, slay queen go sharp. And anytime I come for this game, do I'm back always.
The old truth that I make you to me, boss on my own. That's why you niggas jealous of me. But I'm a judge you with sick track, with sick rap. All you rappers get is full back. Vicky's back shift.
All kind team I don't do, I even run tweets. I want for make mama smile, let me act sweet.
The one, the what, man enjoy the do anytime I come, I do up I'm not a.
I'm way far from me fellows, y'all are my youngers. I'm the rainbow you be watching. Don't tell me about colors. You want beef? Bring lyrically. Your mistake when physically. I'm order you, soldier you, ready for Christmas.
Them go shock with them go see me na TV the flow. Now them go left by a young if I be no. Cause I know say with a lot on my side, man safe. Like grab no ba face. The pipe is case.
Hey, I don't want to let you play connecting to the man.
Man them. This na boys. Usai man and they put all thing at table. From Pantap, say good on.
Inside
Inside boys. We know they hide behind we shadow at all. We real and this them now all but we.
Every woman first, let me start that, always they look for a successful man. So likewise, majority of the men also they look for a successful woman.
We they can't talk about we hustle and we they fair money.
When you like somebody, you first of all get for take care of whatever you like. Make them a priority.
We relationship and waiting people they expect from we man them.
You know, women are more emotional than men. If you start them, where you enjoy them, you go they come.
This not to side where we just they can't talk. This na brotherhood. Na side for let you see and feel what it really mean for me boy picky.
Sex is intimacy.
This na boys. So come na the bar, grab a chair, buy a drink, let we talk, chill and vibe. Cause this na boys who side where they shake the table.
Welcome back. Since we ended 2023 elections, so much done happened outside the two main political parties, that is the ruling SLPP and the main opposition APC, then tend for meeting countless time on a round table for getting agreement. And that we see inside October, where they being signed a particular proposed agreement saying, okay, we're in term as the national unity. Also, they made about 8 resolutions there. Now, the one we don't send for is small eyebrow. Now, the one we talk about resolution 4, also I say, well, it's time for set free. Actually, those who are believed or claimed to be political prisoners, also the current government is saying allegedly, then people are a threat to the country in security, so they were kept behind the bars, however, for about 2 years or so. Now, on the 12th of August, we see from the Office of Attorney General, say, we see a list about 37 names there or so, that these people are made to be free people based on the agreement we didn't get the two political parties. But now the question here is, where most people want to understand, is our judicial system or with justice system, is it neutral or it's been influenced by waiting, they say, political party and take alarm? This and more than store for you, and for a more that particular conversation today. That is why I want to know where the justice system stands, outside the rule of law day, in the middle of all of this. So there in Thors, we will be joined by Mike Biwa, one of the Director of Communications, State House. And here with me, I get Ibrahim Dumbuya, the League of Democracy Advocate. And hopefully again, Kailu Kuroma, member of PC Publicity Secretariat, and Honorable Quintin Salia, acting SAPP parliamentary spokesman. We can talk about this discussion. But now I get with me Ibrahim Dumbuya. Good afternoon and welcome to the Today Show.
Hey, good afternoon, Beatu, and thanks for having me.
It's your first time being here, right? You're welcome.
It's not my first time.
All right.
I think since I returned back to Sierra Leone, this is my second time.
All right, so look into the nitty-gritties of the conversation today. You sit there as a neutral person, not taking sides, however. But what does this mean for wiggle of law on us alone?
Firstly, we for understand, say, Salon a multi-party system. We did deal with, we include other political parties, and therefore it's an element of democracy.
Okay.
And we for also know, say, the fact that we practice democracy, there is a rule of law. And the rule of law is an element of democracy. And the fact that also we have the rule of law, we also have the due process of the law.
Okay.
How probably you can accelerate any form of the rule of law. There is a due process. Not only alone the practice democracy, but alone the practice constitutional democracy. Meaning it is anchored and best defined by the 1991 Constitution. With that being said, the Constitution self get human rights provisions, and the Constitution self gets the capacity established within itself for protect laws. So if you ask what in this mean, it means a lot. It gets the disadvantages and it gets the advantages. The advantages now that it portrays say every human being for be a political practitioner.
Okay.
You being a political practitioner mean you get immunity to the law, meaning you can be protected or you can be seen guided as and when necessary if time permit or arises. So that's the advantage it give out. The disadvantage that it undermines the rule of law, which is no man is above the law, and everybody must be respected of the law. So that's now one big disadvantage, that it undermines the rule of law. We say nobody should be above the law. Everybody must be respected of the law. Meaning, if you are caught assaulting the law or trespassing established laws, the same established penalties will for correspond to the act must be imputed. In other words, that penalty you're facing them.
All right, we talk about that penalty. Let's just read it quickly. Mike Bura is on the line with us. Hello, Mike. Hello. I just struggle to get Mike. I don't know. Hello. All right.
Hello, you get me? Hello.
You talk about no one they're above the law.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Sorry there. Hello, Mike.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can loudly. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, okay. Let's delve into the matter quickly. We made for understand, say, una just not jump into this, but una get a consensus. I mean, una agreed with the aggrieved party, we happen to be the APC, say, this is what we want. And we also made for understand, say, there were about 300 names there or so. We want to understand how una come to conclusion forget just 37 names added to another one where it gets you an explanation altogether. But clarify the first 37 names so we'll see outside. I mean, how una get for come towards that?
Hello, are you talking about the, because you're coming muffled, I don't know if I get you loud and clear, are you talking about the recent list of people that were in Grand Prix?
Yes, yes. I want to come about selecting those
okay,
37
names. If you can get me loud and clear, if I can speak to that. That now resolution 4 of the agreement of the national unity wouldn't be signed, I think, around the 18th October 2023 by the government of Sierra Leone, headed by His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio and the APC leadership. And inside that resolution 40, the resolution talk about ways them how them for review certain cases them we during the field coup where they arrest certain people them, then say them for review them cases then they. Now we not forget say on a president in your goodwill allow even that for happen. If you can vividly remember, say the resolution 4 call for a review of all them cases, them wouldn't be arrested, say and detain people that wouldn't be perceived in our APC who are politically motivated. Out of that 10 cases, then the way the government of Sierra Leone and the APC leadership Bisidom, APC come out, the first list to them come out was around 318 people then. When then come out, when then would make the list, then come out to them. When then come initially that list day, when then go then review all that list day, then find out say Now, only 15 of them people then they be there in prison. Most of the people that would be put on that list they. Some of them don't, some of them don't run away already during the field coup. Then come on out of prison, they run away. So it is on President Bill Massey. Don't look at him say well. Since we self-one for be committed to resolution 4 of national unity, since in the daddy for peace, they decide to say, okay, then people there for left them. I know say among them people that they would have left, then get 2 key people then they way everybody it's the topic of conversation. We one I think like APC sheriff and one other guy. We understand say APC sheriff wouldn't be whole the whole way before even the 2023 elections. And we understand say he was not even part of that list. He should not be part of that list. They arrest the possession of weapons and we go conceal in a public place. Then other charges we did and they operate a security agency will not be licensed for. So that's different from even waiting people that will be there for that list, they wouldn't call politically motivated people. So they'll not be there for that list. But the leadership of APC tried to talk to President Bill. Kudos to Honorable Chairman Maju Jallo, we lead that delegation. Akisoya was part of that. And I think Ambassador Yassane also was part of that. Then try for talk to President and for let President get mercy on them people then they. President Dima necessary say, since in a strong advocate for peace and national cohesion, we consistently emphasize the importance of dialogue and diplomacy and inclusive governance at this country. I see I'm deemed and necessary say, okay, then people there since they not be the part of the list then they but APC don't plead say we left them. Now one of them, law left them. President decide under I think section 61 under the prerogative of mercy, we give the president the privilege for a free person, a free then 2 people then they do. We are part of that list that came out. This is a clear indication for tell you say President Bio is a man of peace. President Bio is a symbol of peace in this country. We don't see this man from where born and I'm peaceful. They go school, now the first man and they will say win peace.
Okay, Mike. Hello, Mike.
They get peace prize for being very peaceful about school. Ask people then.
Mike, you get me? Hello?
They left they join the army. We join the army, we don't see how in peacekeeping missions across Ecomog, you see a particular.
Hello, Mike.
That man they don't become an advocate for diplomacy.
Hello?
We don't see where come. Me and you are no say that man they so many times and they wouldn't want to bog like this country. He wouldn't want to come on sit up on democratically. We're not going to call the people them where they do that. We'll see how they don't carry that with finesse, how they don't carry that with steez, and still diplomacy. Elections come, elections done. This not a man where APC the Hala say them rogue them. Where APC the Hala say the elections are not free and fair. Where APC the Hala say they need aggregated results. This not the man where decide to say, okay, on a color cast don't lot talk. They say we not say we elections itself. A lot of problems they with them. They say, Mr. Stephen, be beat me, I be complain. The same complaint they. It's a lot come sit down together. Lord look at all the loopholes and the lapses that within the electoral system. Or Lord will try for see how best we can able to reform them. Lord put policies in place, how for the count, when ballot boxes for dinner, election
Mike?
sites.
Hello?
Who for read results, who for the Natale Center. Let's come and put all that in paper.
Hello?
You see, I call for that.
Hello,
this
Mike?
This you say, this is a precedent that is.
Hello? Hello? You get me? Because, Mike, I'm glad for what you actually mentioned. You get me?
This commission, this is a man who tells.
Mike, I'm glad the way you mentioned APC Sheriff. This you thankfully it came from you say he was long arrested even before the attempted coup happened. And Ibrahim mentioned something about we law they say nobody is above the law. And this man, even from movies where we they watch, let's just put on this practical, we will understand. Even from movies where they watch, if someone is being given a pardon, they not just grab and get the person because they want to forgive them. You must won't be somebody where they behave at least inside prison or so. They do good things in there before you've been granted that. But in the case of APC Sheriff, in fact, in your name make them up on a different platter altogether. I mean, what's in that indicate? Does that, hello?
Are you there?
At a struggle, I don't know if you get me clearly.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I did get you, but you did get me?
Yes, a little bit low. What do you say?
I'm saying, thankfully you mentioned APC Sheriff, and it came from you where you talk, say, in fact, in your own case, in them don't arrest and detain them already, way before the attempted coup so far way happened. Yet he make them up to the list of people where are being set free. Now, even when we watch movies, if then they set somebody free, you got to be somebody where at least don't behave. But if we are seeing now this person, to some extent, you want to agree with Ibrahim we mentioned, say, it's like the rule of law and something, don't they jump among in company where it's like, say, that what do they say, nobody know they're above the law. Actually, they all watana salon.
Well, I don't get you loud and clear. Like I say, they come in muffled for I really vividly understand the question. But if I can guess, I think you'll talk about APC Sheriff. I have made that very clear. Say the APC Sheriff was not part of the people who were arrested.
Yet them pardon him.
APC Sheriff was arrested and convicted on criminal conduct. Now we get that first. Let that be established. Prior to the 2023 elections, they hold out weapon, possession of weapon, they go keep an service in a public place where they go hold and then they run a security company where they don't get valid license for. According to the laws of this country, that should not be done. It is illegal.
Yet
so
he was set free.
They serve in term, then sentence them, in jail term. The man they was doing under the panel, they know exactly what I'm saying. But like I say, the APC leadership advocated for this guy. Two of them, the APC leadership, Maju Jallo, we even see where the publicity secretary to his group radio, a commend President Bio for in goodwill. A commend them. It is all under the remits of the law because, like I tell you, say, Section 61 of the Constitution give the president prerogative of mercy for like pardon people. Yeah, so now on that ground, then freedom and day. So this night, I tell you, say the president exhibits immense courage, immense resilience. It don't exhibit immense friendliness. Me and you know, say it's if it was the other way around, that not for happen. We know. I don't want to go back into stories of histories with Amnesty International reports of how they hold people, them students. I don't want to get back to all that because we are focusing for peace. I just want people to understand and know, see, President Bio is all for peace. President Bio is a peaceful man. He don't exhibit her internationally. He don't exhibit her locally. He don't exhibit her even within a own domain, in your social context. We all don't see her. So that's now on President Bio in goodwill make them people then they come out na jail.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much for day with you. Continue for day with us. And now Honorable Quintin is here. Good afternoon, Honorable, and welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, and thank you for having me.
All right, okay. We don't see these 37 names, including APC Sheriff, is that? And what's an ordinary man they ask or they feel at this point is say, to some extent, these people were actually arrested based on political malice. The list on a pool commonado is for those who are made to believe, say, they are threatening the security and peace of the nation, and thus they were arrested. And now they don't go scot-free. And the people are made to believe, or what you don't get us so far, that this happened, or their arrest initially was based on political and malice, not for waiting and claims they so them do.
Okay, thank you once again. It is always good to get the correct information of what is happening. Yeah. And this is an opportunity for many viewers, people of this country actually understand what is happening
and what exactly don't happen. Yeah? We get two set of people. Yeah? We get one when 36 people when a people will be already sentenced and be in prison. They free the 36. And there is another list when a 37. That 37 day, these were not prisoners. I want to set the record straight.
Okay, they were what?
These 37 people, now people then, when for one reason or the other, they don't flee off the shores of Sierra Leone.
And why they flee?
They come. Let me just explain. They don't flee because one, some of them were invited for police questioning. Yeah. And some other people, they feel G3 say they will be arrested. Different reasons. Then 37 people here, then go. They get out of this country. They feel say if they come, they will not be safe. Right? They feel say if they can, they will not be safe. So I want to make them straight say that 37 people, not to be prisoners, they were never in the prisons.
But the name them be get tagged already.
Let me just come. Let me explain, make people they understand. Okay. Because if you look at that list of 37, just go to number 16. You go see the name of Danke Koroma, who is the daughter of the former president, who is currently in the United Kingdom. You know there, you know they under detention.
But yet in name make or in picture be they party wanted people they wanna be defend for November 2026.
That is what that not change the fact say they were not under the wanted list. Because when things go wrong, too many names come up. And when too many names come up, it don't mean say they don't indict them criminally. When something don't happen, there can be police rule. Is that everybody where they within that circle, then they first make a general arrest or general invitation. Then out of the investigations, they can stream down to the one that will not defend themselves. So Danke and some other people, the other one, like for Danke, wanna say yes, her name was under the list because generally indications point to them. But these were not people who were directly arrested. Yeah, they were not, and they are not under detention as we speak. Yeah, they get out. So what the APC did, respectfully, what the APC did, and I was very much impressed with the way they engaged the government. They engaged the government with all form of peace in them. Yeah, and so they bring that list, say, these are our people, where they either in exile or somehow, where they feel say they're not safe if they come at this country, or if they come, they will be arrested. And in as much as we are talking about stability, we are talking about peace, we are talking about cohesion, we feel say, this is what we want us to do together, and that will begin to signify. Don't forget, we don't get tripartite recommendations. And if you check this action taken, it is under recommendation 4, I think 4 ABA, yes, it is under recommendation 4. All right. Yeah. So when that list comes, and with the mannerism what the APC bring, one, now that make you find out, say that particular list, you don't understand, that particular list able to carry the signature of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. All right. You don't understand? And the second list, these were just random criminals for other crimes, minor crimes. Okay. Yeah. And let us don't forget, my colleague be the talker, the president of this nation always get the prerogative under 63(1) of the constitution of this country. He get the prerogative for grant masses, you know, for give people the pardon, presidential pardon.
Honorable, then we understand it, but this is the thing. Sometimes you put these things, how we say they get and done to the people and don't hear. We can always want for action, I didn't question there. We don't see say, when the president they do that day, either New Year's Day, or even though the constitution not specify say now so day if it happen, but we're still accustomed to, or don't they see a New Year's Day or Independence Day. So when there is a changes, they get so many questions for us again.
Why do people ask positive questions? If I don't do something and it yield positive impact, why should people be concerned?
If all
because let's assume Let's assume when they talk about tripartite recommendations, when they talk about cohesiveness, when they talk about peace, we want to see this country stable and all of that. Yeah? And let us assume, and one thing where people be not used to, normally presidential pardons can come New Year or normally Independence Day. Yeah, but there is no provision in the constitution where they demand the president
Yes, we understand that day.
and when for Duam.
All right,
What
so
is
let
the
us give
constitution? Let me just
practical
land. Let me just land on this. What if the constitution make clear that the president reserve the right or he get the prerogative, he get the powers for grant presidential pardon?
All right, we understand that day. Let's just give one practical example. Imagine a married man out there, they're going to host quick, then one particular day not going to host. You have just get for acts. But quick one, Ibrahim.
That is a negative
no,
example.
just an example no more. So quick one, Ibrahim, let's just get this. You're waiting honorable say. He say, well, most of these people, they were not prisoners, and because...
The 37.
The 37, and most of them, right?
The 37, we are not criminals.
We are not criminals. They
These
never
are people.
detain them.
Thank you.
They call them for questioning and some of them run away. Now, holistically, look at we judicial system. Is it in order to show, say, some kind of, I don't want to use the ordinary word, like it's kind of gets a big question mark. Imagine I know I'm free of something, police call me for questioning, then I run away. What's in that indicate?
Yeah, fundamentally, we need to understand the national dynamics in Sierra Leone. Because of the serious decline of public trust on the judiciary and the police institution, can make people become fugitive. They run away from the law. Because a lot of people don't get confidence in the judiciary. A lot of people see the judiciary of not being independent. A lot of people see the judiciary of not complying or not working when it comes to separation of powers. Same way to the police. Majority of Sierra Leoneans, I repeat, majority of Sierra Leoneans are seeing the police institution of not being credible, to some extent describing the police institution as a state-captured institution. That it's been remoted by powers from above. Directives from other political associates. So when you get them kind things that they exist, that is system, one get for be fair, get for free to say, they invite me, what I need for go. Because he already don't get doubts in the system. Come back. And as Honorable likely say, the first thing I want to make we understand that this list was firstly submitted before. Secondly, the number one person at the list, he don't die. When a leather boot. The number two person at the list, he don't die. When a Sule. So what in this they bring? It is send the signal to say there is no constructive and a proper mechanism for come up with the release of this list. Because you cannot say it's a minor mistake. It's an error. For make you know, say, and realize, say, leather boots don't die. Sule don't die. So one go on for acts. Waiting, now there your mechanism what they use for bringing this list.
Well, then, so the one. Thankfully, Minkailu is on the line with us. Now, we'll connect with them quickly. Hello, Minkailu.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome. You get me?
Loud and clear.
All right, I'm sure you hear what Ibrahim say. But before you actually respond to that, or maybe I will ask you, now that how not take this news all together? What does this mean to honor the APC?
Now the right thing for do. The decision for release political prisoners, now the right thing for do. And some of the statements that some of the panelists that don't make, they're very much misguided. They are incorrect and inappropriate. I follow attentively, and especially the one way Mike Berra make. In fact, now that urged me for left the meeting where I've been deeper and say I go do all kinds of things for participate by this discussion. It makes some fallacious statements. One thing also for no, would they talk about the rule of law and the decision where governments make for release political prisoners? Aside the fact say, now one of the resolutions of the Bintumani Agreement for National Unity, we also need to look at the rule of law properly. Now, when you take a theories there on the rule of law, but cool people that don't talk about the rule of law. Professor A.V. Dicey don't talk about her. A lot of other philosophers they don't talk about her. But we all agree, say, Lord Bingham, we make some kind suggestion then about the rule of law. Now, then suggestion then they universally we all follow come to the rule of law. It's all individuals, including governments, therefore be accountable to the law and therefore governed by the law. So when you say law, not so only for the opposition, no, law day for everybody, be you government or opposition, law day for we all. Not so for only the opposition, law day. Law no than declare. He also emphasized on some key principles of the rule of law. So he talks say accessibility and clarity. He talks about application of the law and not discretion. He talks about equality before law. He talks about good faith exercise of power, and he talk about Boko other things there. So the decision with President Bio take, not a wrong decision, no. It fall under then categories of the rule of law. So that decision, they in line with the rule of law. They not contravene the rule of law at all. Law know that they clearly. Again, Mike Benwa talks say the arrest Sheriff APC way before the election. That in a fallacious statement. It's not correct. The arrest APC Sheriff, Usami been there. I was there as an eyewitness. Not to say I've not been there. Now both checkpoint the arrestor, he dressed in APC regalia at the height of the elections. In fact, we be the campaign. We go Bo and Kenema. Now they arrest him. Then and they mean I'll be one of the spokesmen them attached to the vice presidential candidate, Honorable General Dan Majuba. Now both checkpoint the arrest Sheriff. That ending at the election campaign or the height of the election, the last days of the campaign. Now they arrest her. So anybody tell you say they arrest her before the elections, now lie. Again, he say another account charge now that if they run a security business where you not register, you not get license. He say you not get license. I mean the law also make it clear that if you commit that kind of offenses, then they subject you to a fine of 50,000 when previously 50 million. If you're not able to pay now, they tell you to go prison. But they let or take that option, they send the man to prison. Why they not be fined now? The 50 million, let us see if you're not able to pay. So Lord left or they mislead the public and tell them things that were not correct. Then they not be correct at all. We need to know it clearly. Sheriff APC was not arrested before the elections. He was arrested during the height of the elections. Again, the decision for let them release them people and the way they release, some of them, they were political prisoners. They were arrested on electoral offenses where they claim say they commit. No, that they are. So I pause for any other question.
All right. Now that we say what in Mike say and what you do explain in terms of APC Sheriff, not 10 for March. Now, if not get miscommunication, Yanda, how wanna come about selecting these names? Now, you're where Ibrahim talk say the first two people, firstly, on the list, they are dead already.
Yeah, what you mean they make clear? You go ask the una journalists there where they investigate. When I try to contact the police, they ask who said they arrest APC Sheriff and when they arrest her. They arrest APC Sheriff, he wear APC clothes when I read Lacoste with beret. When I read beret, now both checkpoint they arrest her. I was there in attendance. This not to say now tell me, an eyewitness account at the height of the elections. In fact, they were attached to the team of the vice presidential candidate, General Ramadan Majuba. Okay. Now make you see General Ramadan Majuba been do every kind of thing for DBN Sheriff APC for let them pull up. Because now in Sheriff APC accompany for go campaign a boy in Kenema, I was there as one of the spokespersons there for the campaign. I was there.
So what of the
we went to Kenema, we went to Go, and I made statements in those gatherings. So Sheriff APC was not arrested outside the electoral campaign calendar. He was arrested at the height of the elections.
So what of
Secondly,
the first
okay,
two
they say
names on
somebody
the
can-
list? Hello, Mika, did you get me?
Hello.
Yes, you get me?
Yeah.
The first two names from the list, we don't land say those two people are dead already. And the SLPP talks saying on all sit down around table and come to a conclusion. How these two names, where they don't die already, may come to the list?
Say again.
The first two names on the list, we don't get and say they are dead already. Now, if we not agree with the ruling party saying that these are the names they want to set free as to what we don't get us so far, how these dead names may come again to the list?
Well, once me they make abundantly clear, the police have the responsibility to communicate the death of anybody when a prisoner already under their custody. One thing where I also the one correct now the misinformation where Mike Berrow had to give to the public says Sheriff APC was arrested prior the
Yeah,
election.
we don't get
And again,
Dande. We don't get Dande Minkailu. I mean,
now
like I
that
say,
clarification
those
meanwhile,
names.
when it comes to people that maybe don't die, the name been there at the list. I mean, that I think government and the security sector go there in the position for explaining that better. I believe say when before don't get somebody who then from prisons for make now this panel so that they go able to explain that better. Then people and the way they give their story and are they prison officers? They are not prison officers.
But you don't say
Where are they
people
drawing
also
their
know
conclusions
people.
from?
So again, this to send another question to the, where the ordinary man go ask say, I mean, most people can say dead man has no count. And is it that at some point some things have been fabricated or so when not look clear to the public what we need for no?
Again?
I said, and he said, dead man has no count. Now, if we see these two names make them up to the list, it's like something somewhere not sent for be correct. What to send a different message to the public altogether?
You are coming in break, but as far as I am concerned, I cannot authoritatively tell you that names are submitted when not then at the list or when they find out say that
But
don't die.
when I give the names them, right?
Say again.
Now, I give the names.
All I can tell you, the security sector or those at prisons can be in the positions to tell you. I am not in the position to so say.
All right, so look, just come to this other side. Now, 37 names to come, we see, and we get for you, said there are about 310 names to come out. Now, let's talk about cherry picking. Inside una own political party, since now I give the names of them people there, so they don't free already. Whose message this to send to other people? What's the guy for saying sense here? Let not like say una cherry pick certain names. It go be say there are more people, but una just take una own set of people una believe say this now side. Okay, I'm sorry, we don't Michael, we don't cut me under, but let's just come to my studio, guest them. Honorable Quintin, you don't hear what Michael say, in fact, waiting Mike talk. I'm asking you that because you also sit beside Mike Sidom. Say, what's the names, there's a mismatch somewhere in sense, waiting Mike talk about APC Sheriff and the reality not tend to be the same.
Okay, might just give you something we need to understand. As I say from the beginning, now two set of lists. One day of 36 and one day of 37. Also, APC Sheriff fall now the one of 36. Yeah. Then 36 year now then gets the presidential pardon. And so if you find out that list, now they the president in your signature day. Right? And as I tell you about the provision of the Constitution 61(1), right? Yeah. You don't understand, president reserve the right for give pardon to anybody. Yeah. The 37, now there you go find out, say, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Now they in your signature day. So Lord try for understand. The list where APC provide, now with regards the 37 names. I want to get this clear. The 37 names of the people the way I say, the fee say they're not safe if they comes alone. Or they not go safe. So they needed all allegations or whatever cleared upon them.
Okay.
And we all know, say, that the government of the day in responsibility for ensure, say, everybody, when a citizen of this country, is safe and they get right for be integrated into in community life.
Right.
So that was the list signed by the AG. APC Sheriff came on the 36th list, we get the presidential pardon. And APC Sheriff was not on the list provided as those people where they be not called for questioning or those people where they afraid say they for come. Because if you realize, APC Sheriff was already convicted and sentenced. So it be already the run in time. Yeah, it already be the run in time where this opportunity come for him.
All right. Now, Honorable, let's just understand this also. You say, according to you, you say that two different lists.
Sure.
Right. That 36 on a presidential pardon then get inclusive all other crimes or not just the political affiliated crimes?
No, the 36. These are people who don't commit different crimes. In fact, now that 36, there was a teenager who maybe don't commit a crime, maybe the running sentence. They get the opportunity for get the presidential pardon, where it's free.
Okay.
This 36 not necessarily connected to anything of politics. And the case of APC Sheriff was not necessarily connected to politics. One, the three charges where they get, one is that they find them with firearms. Yeah?
A by-election.
Well,
yes, that was
no, they find them with with firearms. Then two, it be they run a security company without going through the due process. Yeah, like in terms of getting the authority for run a security company. And three, it was about creation or manufacturing of firearms without the due permission. Those are the three charges on him. And if you realize, under normal situation, when they charge under their cases and the maximum charge for some of those things is about 24 months max for the charges and the one without opening of that thing, now a fine. You don't understand? So, and before this opportunity, or before they even pass the verdict on them, it would almost serve like 24 months. When are like 2 years.
So
before the verdict comes.
Honorable, even though Minkailo failed to answer that particular question, but this not to the one game to the kata in sense, it was categorically stated that the two political parties met and get this decision. Now, I'm sorry, you hear from Ibrahim saying the first two names, they are dead. How on earth si don't say two dead people make them to the list? Is it that none of them are assignment well, or there is something more what the public need for no one know it?
No, listen, yeah, that was a request. Don't forget, we are on the process of reuniting this country. We they talk about national unity. We they talk about national cohesion. We want to see this country stable again. And so, in as much as one of the recommendations, maybe don't come up under recommendation 4, it talk about freeing or people were connected to political stuff yesterday for free. Now, APC now they initiate the list because this was their concern. Now they initiate the list. Yeah? And when they initiate the list, they're able to send them to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Right? When they send the list, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice has no direct linkage with those things. It refers that particular thing to the police for me to be able to give them advice with regards the status of those people where the APC don't recommend, say, therefore be free. Therefore able to release all claims against them.
All right.
So, if that is the case, and the police advise, yeah, the police advise on that note, don't forget we get a rule of law. And when they talk about the rule of law, these are the fundamental principles where they ensure, say, everybody fits within the ambit of the law so that the law is not implemented in stratas. So everybody, there is no sacred cow. No matter your position, your power, the amount of money, you are still guided by the law. Those are the fundamental principles where they ensure say the rule of law. So, if people allegedly they don't say, okay, this somebody with a suspect, because until you are proven, yeah, if they invite you for a crime where it don't happen, you have not been convicted.
Yes,
so you are still, that is another crime. That is another crime.
Yet they are being set free now.
That is what I'm saying. When the police invite you for questioning, the police or the government not ever don't tell you, say you have been convicted of the crime. If the police extend invitation to me, then for some reason I run away, me know the reason why I run away, and nobody can tell you the reason why they ran away. You don't understand?
Yes.
Not me, not you, nobody. But they ran away. That's a statement of fact. They ran away. We're altogether now a crime on its own.
Okay.
For me, the state institution invite you for question and you run away.
All right.
But again, when this list comes, as I tell you, as a responsible government, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice don't go just sit down from in comfortable office and say, okay, we don't sign up. Because one thing we need to ensure, say, the rule of law always there at play.
We talk about the rule of law always there at play. Honorable, I just only quickly. What's in lawyer A. Boise Kamara self gets for say about this law? Let we get them.
So the release of the 37 people under investigation by the government, when in accordance with Resolution 4 of the Agreement for National Unity. Of course, we know about the Agreement of National Unity will come out as a result of the 2023 election fallout. Now, then people will be there under several investigations for several crimes against the state or against the state's interest. So now, we've got to know first that the government get power, get the rights. The president and the Attorney General office get the power and the rights for either for somebody with under investigation, or even outside they don't even institute investigation or the matter in a court, then get right for discontinuum. Now, if you look at section 63(1) of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991, it says that the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone get the power to give clemency, leniency to people who they don't convict of several offenses. So which means even if they don't try you, court don't try you, they don't find you guilty, the president will get the power for lookuping. They say no, you would left you out of your own goodwill. That's a power where the president get when they get inside section 63(1) of the Constitution of Sierra Leone. Now, that are the one. Two, you get what we call nulli prosequi. That are the inability to proceed. Now, so now Latin phrase. The government get that same power there under the Office of Attorney General and Minister of Justice for look at any criminal proceedings, things will involve the state and the private individual. Look at them, take over them, even if not a government start them, take over them and decide for continue or discontinue them. The government get that power through the Office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. That power there under section 64 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991. He also did under the Criminal Procedure Act under Section 44 and Section 45 of the Criminal Procedure Act of 1965. These are powers where government and the state gets. Now, what's that they mean? It means say, aside from the leniency, we got where they are the president in hand, where they look you after they don't try you or they don't find you guilty, look at you. They say April, most time during Independence Eve or Independence celebration, the president can say it a grant leniency. They can't do in the case of Paulo Conte, who look at he left him because they don't convict him, they don't find him guilty and all. Now, aside from that, even thing where they under investigation, where they go on, the investigation they go on, government still get the power under Section 64 for take over the DPP and the Attorney General's Office, Director of Public Prosecution. They come, he take over this criminal trial, either decide for continuum or decide for discontinuum. That's an absolute power we government gets. We nobody know the question. That power also there under the Criminal Procedure Act, Section 44 and 45, we may say they can take over criminal any investigation, any criminal action, trial where they go on a court, continue or discontinue. Now, that are the background. Government get that power there, the state get that power there. Now, if you look at the Agreement for National Unity, the section, Article 4, We talk about politically motivated investigations. That is where the problem arises. Now, if you look at within a politically motivated investigation on anything or detention, this na detention we not get nothing to do with the rule of law according to the definition of within a politically motivated. Politically motivated means something we do out of a political interest, political motivation, or to achieve a political goal. So now if you take somebody, you lock them up for achieve a political goal, that is wrong. You don't do that. Investigations and detentions must be premised on sound legal basis. If you get evidence we go lead to somebody in charge on a court or somebody in investigation, you don't go just take somebody, say because these are my political opponents, these are somebody we they threaten me, or somebody talk something with they against me and all, like you take them, you subject them to a false investigation for detain them or make you run away just because you want to achieve political aims. That is wrong. We not for use the law. Now like when you weaponize the law or weaponize the courts for achieve what you want as a politician. As a nation, that's not something we go for discourage. Because you not go use the law for go after your opponents then. You not go use the law for silence your opponent. You not go use the law for denigrate or disrespect people who think say not agree with you, or people in way they different camp from you. That is where the problem arises. Now, if we get them precedents here, government will begin to set them precedents here, we say, then go decide on a table to say, this person, because we don't detain them out of political interest, out of political goal, now go sit down back, we left them. What thing will happen? Then we'll compensate that person there. Is the person going to be compensated for the time, if a person within detention, for the time we don't spend in detention? Because, mark you, the rights to freedom of liberty, the right within the Constitution, within the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, within the UN Declaration of Human Rights, you know, for take somebody in liberty arbitrarily because he thinks he get power for doing. That is not a violation of the rights, a fundamental human rights of a person. So it is very wrong that we will get a situation where they will take somebody, then investigation and subject them to investigation just for achieve a political aim, or then take them, subject them to detention for achieve a political aim. This is something we should discourage. Even the thing itself will give rise to this entire thing when the agreement for national unity. We know the background of how. We know say this now thing will come out of the fallout from the 2023 elections. Without they question the election, without they say this, without they say that. So then sit down at the table and say, okay, follow, go forward, this, for they do. All that, now things them way, now political expediency, political things them way we say, and for just achieve political aims. The law is very clear that if you get problem with elections, what if you do? Now for challenge and a court. That's what the law says. But if you go sit down at the table for negotiate elections, begin say, okay, because you are aggrieved, we'll give you concession. If you get anybody we don't. One, the background of itself is wrong. Now you go to the idea of trying to release people who are detained because of maybe previously they participate in the elections or do something during the election. You think say we're not right with you as a ruling party. You say you detain them. Now you can't give them, left them out like say now talking they give them. Not to talking down there. Don't think like say now favor them do to them people and they. That is not a favor. Those people they're entitled to the freedom of liberty. They get right for associate and mix and work freely. For detain them first, it is wrong. For left them not to favor, then nobody not make a let's say favor them, do for them, for release them, for government don't make these. No, it's not. They ought not to have been detained in the first place. Since their detention, as we now know, based on the release way government put, they are politically motivated detentions or investigations. Some people then therefore run away because of that, because of their investigations, and because if they carry, then go arrest them. And as a nation, if we begin setting kind of precedents there, naturally, obviously, government get for change. We don't go want other governments come back, can continue the same thing, play with people in life and liberty. It is wrong. We therefore call a spade a spade, and that is not a favor that is being done to those people who are released or who are pardoned as a result of these politically motivated investigations and detentions charges.
camera will give us the legal perspective. And now to you, Ibrahim. Even though most times we can see where even presidents they pardon, and maybe the day we will see the list come on to the public. But in a case like this, we get a political undertone. People don't would expect, say, at least these names we don't come on because there's a mismatch somewhere. We say from you, we don't get and say 2 people are dead already, which we don't know how they make them up to the list. You know, things so this list for them come out to the public. At least let us have help in this national unity, because when I started my conversation, I say national unity goes beyond the 2 political parties. Even you and your neighbor, if you want to make peace, a fine for push Salongo before.
Yeah, initially also when I start for talk, I establish a premise looking at the 2 parties that we make up the agreement and looking at beyond it, that they are Salona a multi-party system country. Then, okay, coming again to the list we then just established, I also mentioned that it seems like if you go put 2 dead men in the list, it seems it affects the constructiveness of it, the collaboration, the genuinity of it, and the exchanges of correspondences. In other words, did the Attorney General send back the list to the APC for the APC to the final confirmation? Is another thing. Secondly, waiting transpire between the police, the Attorney General, and the prison. Is it an administrative defect or laziness on the part of the police, or the Attorney General, or the prison? These are all questions we need to ask. Let's come back. The number 1 list, of course, we all know see the Leather Boots. Leather Boots died November 26. This is not a thing for hide. Government confirmed in press release Leather Boots died. Crossfiring. Sule, then confirm and say Sule died, the number 2 man on the list. Somewhere the crossfiring the November 26 again, crossfiring that the barrack now. So if we can see this back, it's like, and that list there, that list to them be don't send before the November 26th. So before they come out with a proper release, saying that them people there, then for we don't recheck again, review all of them things there. Another shocking revelation. Honorable say as a 36 list. But the reason why is, as a professional human rights defender, I not just want for preempt certain things, but I will lay some foundation. But because, one, the list being kept secret, it's like now only few professional people get access to the list. And we want for make the government make them public. So we'll go able to get a public debate on them. But as it is, what we don't see, what we don't privilege to, is this. Where we don't done we own verifications, like names standing on that list, we not even qualify for get presidential pardon. You know, presidential pardon constitutionally na a prerogative power where the president gets. Where they say they give prerogative of mercy. Okay? That does not mean if it is enshrined or pursuant to section 64, subsection 1 in the national constitution, that does not mean it is ambiguous. No. Laws are sanctioned and they are also predicated on certain other provisions then. Meaning, the prerogative of mercy also is regulated within the rule of law and provisional sections within the constitutions and other associate statutory conditions then. For instance, they will tell you you are only eligible for presidential pardon after being with around two-thirds of your imprisonment. Secondly, they will tell you, say, you are eligible for presidential pardon if you are a convict. If you are not a convict, you are not. Thirdly, they tell you that even if you are given a presidential pardon, it does not take away the conviction. Now, your liberty no more than give you. It does not take away the conviction. You are still a criminal. And you will end up being a criminal. And you being a criminal in Sierra Leone, according to the law, you are not eligible for all government offices or neither contest
this now irrefutable fact because they are sanctioned by the laws of Sierra Leone. So if we come back and say there's a list, and then we notice say there are people who not deserve presidential pardon, then it means the president has been deceived as to who is eligible on presidential pardon. And we are getting a revert cause of what happened in the LAC case.
I just want to draw reference to them because now they have me AC own way name all together.
Well,
Yet today he's a free man. They travel all over.
So you imagine reoccurrence of similar situations like that, because according to the laws of Sierra Leone, for let the president exercise in prerogative power for presidential pardon, now by the consultation and the advice of a committee, the cabinet. And this committee and the cabinet is headed by the vice president. So are we saying the president is being deceived? Are we saying it's a reoccurrence of what happened in the LAC case of Usai, a former attorney general, Saka? You know, all of them things that come to mind, and that the question, the very integrity of the process. And if the rule of law is being questioned, if the integrity of the rule of law is being questioned, then there is sentimentality in it all throughout. It's been selective, it's been sentimental, even though it is being classified as a political agreement. So as I say, it comes back to say, if you want to get immunity, you need to be a political practitioner. Because we are all political human beings, but not everyone is a political practitioner. So it goes back to that. So what we always say as activists and human rights defenders, it is to protect the necessity of the law and the very foundation of fundamental principles of human rights and with constitutional democracy we will get. Because Nathan, they don't bring this legitimacy. All this resolution 4, the tripartite, of course, the unity agreement was born out of the tripartite. Yes. The tripartite was born out of legitimacy crisis, where an election was challenged by international communities, local political, the APC as an opposition, and other associate political parties. So, if them take an agreement, then give birth to something, say, well, this is what is going to legitimize the legitimacy crisis of where a whole election was described as irregular.
According to the APC.
According to other international communities and us as observers, we still have our opinions that the 2023 election was faced with a lot of irregularities, challenges, a lot of stolen activities, where we describe it that the mandate of the people was stolen. But however, we still say, Salon a small country, we come back and get peace. So now they then born out of this tripartite. Tripartite now, then go look at it and say, okay, well, APC, before we wait and serve this, we serve, let them free all political prisoners. But that is why we say there are also other people who are not part of APC, but they're also political prisoners. They might or may be connected to other political parties. So that brings in the sentimentality of where other political parties were not allowed. But they will say APC challenged the result. It was APC, it was the people. Because SLPP represent the people, APC represent the people. Any party in a salon represent the people. But being as it is being said, we no say, we don't pass all aside. But also we do so. Let we continue in this kind of good footing as them don't begin already for comply to resolutions them within the tripartite. Right. But again, we must know that not only that one day, not to in no more day. So if they're not making respect resolution 4, then resolution 5, resolution 6, resolution 8, resolution 7 must be respected.
All right.
Because there should be what they call equality of arms. Not only equality before the law, but equality of arms. We must see them all practicable, associate
to our democratic practices.
All right, Honorable Quintin, with everything Abraham do explained, starting from the miscommunication, the coordination, and you have to be politically affiliated before you get starting freedom where you deserve, all of those things. The ordinary man go say, una do what una do so because the 2028 election is posing a threat, say, una go lost some any kind of way, so una they do all of this for make peace for the future.
Thank you very much. You see, I think say first thing we'll get for land, for law get the kind of country what they look for. Is first for law be objective with the way we do things, for law be objective with the way we think and everything. I don't say this Naya and other media houses severally. We are not doing this because we are scared that we might not win. No, I don't tell you. If you watch technically how this whole tripartite came, in fact, that was in the very first speech of the president, that we need to put a team together to be headed by the vice president for law make sure, say, we look into the issues where they make we aggravated. And that was the initial part. Then we get other international communities that begin support the process. So deliberately, the president is somebody who wants peace at all times.
All right.
And we don't see the frantic efforts, the deliberate efforts we don't do for ensure. And one thing we need to know, these whole tripartite recommendations will come. Yeah? If a president say, I'm not talking about real situation now.
Okay.
These are just like social agreements in the interest of ensuring peace. But let us assume our president was not a kind of somebody weighing up somebody where they want the development of this country or want embrace peace. If he say they abide with the recommendations, there is no law where they hold them. Yeah? But the fact that now he propose and the team don't come and we don't see the deliberate steps where they take as a government for make sure say we address those recommendations in the tripartite recommendations, then we for begin again accolades. Now, I see my brother raise some lot of concerns. I want to say those concerns we raise are genuine concerns, yeah? Because they say, when snake bet you, when you see worm, you're scared. These are genuine concerns. We know they dispute that. And that is why we come to the people so that they go serve as eye openers for lawyable know say these things are possible.
All right.
Yeah? So one thing we need to know, even this whole piece what they talk about, it's only just a law. These are just mere recommendations. If these recommendations are not implemented with sincerity, yeah, then at the end of the day, we go back to square one. Because these are just mere laws written. Now we the politicians that we get for make deliberate efforts, for make sure say they are being implemented. And we make sure say, we make a point of duty for make sure say people abide. Now if you look at all of this, where they happen now, the APC presents names of people where they feel say, oh, these are our people, we need for freedom. Yeah?
Yes.
It is only that we government now peaceful and we decide say, we want to lead, or we want to live, we want to lead the people of this country in a way where it will be sustainable, where everybody will get a peace of mind.
All right.
But let me give you a typical example. All on the this where then demonstrations that they occur. We see APC they pull press statement, they dissociate themselves from their people then they will be involved.
They yet are except give the names.
Thank you. So these are just for test sincerity. Now that make how they bring this point. We see when anything that they happen, APC pull statement and say, these are not our people. Our people can never behave that way. Then dissociate themselves. Now that we don't propose peace as the way forward, now that we say this country must be left in peace, now that the same one back, bring list, or they wire away, they go under our investigation, now people them. So we have to be sincere.
So
we as political parties, we don't see, if you go to the social media now, We get people who outrightly don't associate themselves with different political parties. And when they see that they go on here, the social media platform, they talk to authorities as if they're picking where they mean. We don't see who said that they cause authorities them mama them. Like nonsense. Yeah, then people here, they associate themselves with political parties. If we not go out deliberately, those people where they say they're not APC, they cause, or not SLPP, or NGC, or any political party, we not try to put internal mechanisms in place for make sure say they are stopped. Yeah? We need to stop the negative comment, because otherwise it will go back to square one, or not even square one, square zero.
Okay.
Because if we say people, they say we not AP, most people are calling SLPP this, APC this, and all of that. So if somebody is saying, somebody is using the name, me not APC this, then we see it they behave in an unbecoming way. If they go the way we're not supposed to go, but yet they carry the name of APC. And not to just for me when I go pull public statement and say, no, this person, not to we. No, it doesn't solve the problem. The party has the right. If somebody come talk, say, in a member of parliament, we're not a member of parliament, they do things out of the way. We reserve the right to arrest that somebody.
All right.
Because they act, not in the capacity as a member of parliament. They act fraudulently. So as an institution, we reserve the right. So that make what they say, this piece we don't do, and we don't see the efforts where this government don't take for make sure, say, we move this country to a stable position. But again, if we are not sincere, for make sure say we regulate the people the way that we support us, we regulate the party members, we regulate with diaspora people there, for no waiting for talk, you have the right to critique positively. If you feel say the government is not doing something well, in a constructive manner, without being destructive with words, you can able give you suggestions, because that is how we learn. But if you come before you begin to talk, you begin to curse man, because that is not part of our daily language.
All right, so quick one, Honorable. Time not seem for be with friend. You mentioned say na peace una want, and I don't do.
We want peace for the people of this
for the people
country,
of Sierra
not
Leone,
as
yes.
a party.
No, yeah, I agree with
Thank
you.
you.
I don't see this list on come on. It's just phase one. In sense, we don't know, even in movies, you see someone come up prison. It take time for adjust or readjust in community. And imagine you see someone, I don't want to call name, may not come up from me, and you see another community right now. You just go for panic or pull away from the stigma, the compensation. One for understand, not put any mechanisms in place for cut all of those things.
Thank you very much. Just before I go to that, my brother just raised a concern about fraudulent placement of certain people on the list of the presidential pardon. Again, a genuine concern. Yeah? A genuine concern. We not dispute that, because that is how we all learn from each other. But it's not basically the fact that fraudulent name did it. Because even those 36 names what they talk about, a day with the director of correctional center now.
Okay.
They undergo screening and everything.
So this goes serve as a wake up
call. So now that we discuss that here, because let us don't forget, I know one law begin condemn things holistically. Okay. First, not give accolade to the government of the day.
We cannot
the president. Say he's very much determined for make sure say this peace way we don't they talk about, and they take positive steps for ensure say we get the peace. So he's able to connect his statements to his actions, that yes, he's indeed sincere. So let us give the president and this government, under the flagship of the SLPP, say yes, this government is a responsible government, and whatever they say, they do. Okay. Again, a commodity. Who said the faults then they at the operational level? Let us point at those operational levels. Who said the fault there? The president said, go sit down in Oval Office and no say, yes, I don't do this. But if there is problem with the operations, and I know say by extension the problem the bad name will come back to me, the president said, if they hear we or this information they reach out, they can able put modalities in place, say, Medeka again rebrief them about the 36 names to be pardoned. Whether these are not political, whether these are not high tension criminals, yes, and we're not supposed to get pardon. Yeah, because the rule of law is there. And there are certain crimes where you commit, you're not supposed to be pardoned. You only going to be pardoned when you don't serve the greater part of you or of your punishment. But the one that normally, from me, your subjective view, the one the way the president can pardon, these are people who not to major crimes. These are people who, out of them thing that, and these 36 states, these are people from across the length and breadth of this country. Yeah? And these are people where they go for go partner the communities. So you ask a question. As a responsible government, there is now a media team. We don't get a database of all of those people who said they be there, who said they be resident. Before they go, we get for first engage those communities. We get for engage with the communities for inform them that this somebody, even though you have this perception about him, this somebody is now, on assumption basis, is now a change process. And we also get for make sure, say, we advise them, this is your second opportunity we are giving to you. You have not been released because you are innocent. We are releasing you because it is the right of the president to take such actions according to how he feel. So this time opportunity for get a second life. So we also they talk to them. So even before they go finally for go integrate, we they get a mechanism in place where they make sure say they are properly integrated with their communities again. And finally,
yes, go ahead.
Not a one-sided thing for say these are people from the southeast. No. Now people from across the four corners of this country, they were the people on the 36 list. And the 37 list are talking a different. And that is not where APC Sheriff is.
We all word honorable. So quick one, Ibrahim, will you go? Since 1961 till date, not just two political parties that they don't exchange for Gulbi Nastalone. In and out, you joke when they tell Joe Santigi say this will do me as so, I would do this will do me as so. So they can say also with two elephant effects, now the grass they suffer. In all of this, who side Sierra Union Day? Let's take the two political parties off. Who side with the people? Who side with they?
Then I go there. Because, as you say, since 1961, yes, of course, I agree with you, since the formation of the SLPP, 1961, I think in 1962, right, to get the first election. And till date, of course, we only see democratic exchanges, turbulences of topple government, and democratic exchanges of powers. But however, that is why some of us, when they came up with the PR system, some of us, we objected. Because initially we knew that this system was going to eradicate smaller political parties. And we've been the advocates, as we say, for democratic strength of other small political parties. Even though we know, say, by virtue of our human nature, Nasalo, it's difficult for you get other political parties who can take over the APC and SLPP, because we get this kind of recycling political mindset. Of which you will see, for instance, the light of Mohamed Bangoua. You know, I mean, it's a public figure and it is evident out there, so I have the right to discuss about it. Imagine coming from one political party, he went to the PMDC, he was there Secretary General. For him, nothing happened. He left there again, he opened his own party, where they call a UDM. And in UDM, he challenged governance issue. He became popular by then. Within the sniper shot again, we see a system where it be the challenge. So it's like, if you cannot beat them, join them. You know, we saw it with our eyes. We see also inside the PMDC. Although, yes, we don't say that this PR system don't come make to some extent, it don't vanish. You know, we see inside the likes of Dr. Sandi was in PMDC. He came to the APC under political appointment. And from there again, we now see him working again with the SLPP. So it happens. We see Major Sengo Kouma was in SLPP. When he contested, nothing happened. He came back to APC, and APC gave him power He went to as Deputy Internal Affairs Minister, and now again he's back to SAPP. You know, light of all of this, even APC, it happens normally. Most people, again, when SAPP was in power, they were there. When APC came to power, they came back to APC. So, because of our political mindsets, because we not believe in integrity, we not believe in our individual independence for carry things for changes, the APC and SPP will always continue to be in existence. Also, if the team don't find now for let the APC and SPP retain power by this PR system, you see, when the PR system came in, how many political parties in a parliament?
Just them two.
Just them two. The previous parliament before this one, you have the C4C, even the new political party will emerge, C4C, NGC, then gets representative. So that tells you the two political parties have their own ideology, despite the one was saying, no, we are representing republicanism. Because all the argument of the APC objecting the PR system was based on republicanism. Say, no, Sierra Leone is a republic state. So we must not settle for only two political parties. While the SLPP was looking at, our argument is less cost effect, less election violence, and this one is applicable. So you see, and cut in between, there is what we call constitutional argument also. So for that you able to get the balance and get a clear platform, we must ready to take ourselves, develop political party if you feel you have ideology and sell it to the people. Also, the APC and SFP must put up a stringent mechanism about political prostitutes. People who are there and there, helter-skelter. And the two political parties must also stop to encourage people who have political conviction to have powers, even as an executive member or even at national level. Because that alone also will change the dynamics. That will transform Sierra Leone from a non-starter to a speedy, advanced democracy. I think we find ourselves now the deep blue sea. We have nowhere to go.
All right, thank you very much. He's Ibrahim S. Dumbuya, League of Democracy advocate, and also Honorable Quintin Saleh Akone, acting SLPP parliamentary spokesman there, and virtually Minkailu Pikoma, a member of the APC Publicity Secretariat, will join us, and also Mike Biwa, Director of Communications in the State House. Now, the rest of the program continues, but let's quickly join Mohamed Kolia as he gets to tell us what Sierra Leoneans have to say about this.
In any country, in any rules, in any country, there must be a rules and regulation. That 37 people where they release Napademba just because of politics. Me, I believe in a bad governance, a bad way they do, because they don't compromise the law. Waiting the people then they be do, therefore facing the consequences of it. Because if you see, they don't compromise the law, and any way law they not for Benham. No one is above the law. Because if you waiting them people that they do, other one that they backward they go for do waiting past standing. So waiting me give me the sinner, yeah. They know they're not for no rules of engagement because of any say we say rules say I believe say things can go work well fine. You know the previous thing I be talk say in any side, somebody not be able to say any partisans because, in the sense, you get law for the party than the laws of the country. If you don't choke somebody, it die. They, at the end of the day, just because of a common party A or because of a common party B, the party A can't talk say, hey, now we're all in a party B. We make compromise of the law. Tomorrow. What the other anger for can? If they took more than that, they say, wait, because of why don't choke the other person, they don't let them. Me ba kwa do they get for let me. Any me that's what they get for do. So we get for obey the law. No one is above the law. We all forgo according to the rules and regulations of the law.
The law now gets inside this country. They get here. A need for let a good example in this country. We go make. We go even for protest. So the other next man we want commit anything that this country here. Where they go no say, rest of man go say, this what I don't do. What see I don't see. What the other next man they don't do. I don't go crazy for go do all that thing. Where thing go don't be later, them try for say political other issue then kind inside and say okay, when I don't make peace, when I don't make for peace they go day. Now more other people they create for cause problem. We not go ever for come up a thing where we go able for make the country go get collapse. He said. If they lay some example, then pass some we don't do something way bad, then lay something bad, then we go make we other possible afraid. We go know how we able for control ourselves in this country.
The rule of law and the political influence. As for me, the rule of law, like for can force before the political influence they can inside. Like for example, like the one that they be done arrest during November 26 or August 10th, where they be done back then, where they don't go jail. As for me, the rule of law if for emphasize on the end of people there, but hence the political influence not come inside. As for me, the political influence is not too correct. The rule of law, like for can force. No one is above the law in this country. Unless President Bio commits a crime, for deal with her. Without therefore deal with President Bio, and judiciary people there. Like make the rule of law, like for can force before the political influence.
Rule of law, let me say, the law now can force for every citizen. Any citizen will commit a crime when a government implement to the people. You will commit, the law get managed for all you and suffer for that. So the law, not a law, it is for everybody. No one is above the law. And that's me believing. So if government release people them from the prison, I don't say what's not the law we govern them, we make them go to Panama, we then release them, and that make government give them that opinion for left them. So government, after God now government, anything we government take, me believe say, and the right thing we do. After God now government. So government only govern the citizen and everybody in the country. So if government left 30 people then from Panama, I don't say that the law. What they implement, what you believe in, now they implement.
Calm down, make I ask the agent question. Young lady, now true say oil money they take just 1% for cash out?
Yes, sir, now just 1% will be cut for any cash out we do.
So, if I cash out 1,000, I only tell you say the cut say?
Yes, now just tell you, no more we go cut.
If I won't cash out 200, now only 2 million go cut?
Yes, Mama, we go just cut 2 million.
So, wait, so if I cash out 100 million, now only 1 million in the cut?
Yes, and now just 1 million, no more we go cut.
This one too fine for belief. I know one day see this kind cheap thing in my life.
1%, this is small money for big benefit. This is not the best offer ever. Orange money, don't do it for me.
Now, cash out for only 1% of the amount with the widest agent network, na Salone. Now the cheapest cash out fee. No more stress, no more high fees. Just easy transaction. Orange money, they any outside you go.
Orange money go to good, don't come for you.
Ali,
Auntie May.
I dey do.
Small, small. So what do you want buy today?
Papa, I want one bag girls with one butter oil for cook.
Oh, okay.
Ali, so I can send an your orange money, eh?
Yes. Wanna me Kotoku wallet?
Kotoku wallet. I don't understand which one are they again.
You see, Kotoku wallet now the new orange money service for businessman them. We get boku benefits.
Benefits? Tell me more.
One pan the benefits them. Now free cash out.
Hey, you know wonderful.
You dey get free cash out, mama.
Hey,
You dey get access for get loan for grow your business. And the best part, you dey get commission per any payment when you receive.
Tell me true.
And compared to me, you know how to, you go just dial #144*42#. Simple.
Yeah, this na game changer for two.
I know.
Orange money they come for transform business.
The mommy not to go.
Yeah, but wait to Ali. Like me where they run boutique business, so I can still get me Kotoku wallet, eh?
Yes, you can create some. It's very easy for create some. For create your Kotoku wallet, you go just dial #144*8*10#. Easy. And create your Kotoku wallet for free. And remember, now that you same orange money number, now you do.
Hey, you know me now.
You customer them, then go pay to you through your Kotoku wallet, and then you yourself go enjoy all the benefits them.
Like I go create one thing.
Come by to me and pay through me Kotoku wallet today.
If you get small business na salon, this na your chance for make you upgrade am. Orange money they introduce Kotoku na business line for all business dem. Whether you na cookery seller, trader, barber, bike man or keke rider, this na una chance for receive payments directly to your Kotoku wallet from your customer dem. And the best part na Orange money go pay you commission for receive payments na your Kotoku wallet. Cash out for free na any Orange money office, aggregator, franchise of Orange money kiosk point. Kotoku wallet na your business in better one. For register for Kotoku wallet, dial #144*8*10#. Don't come for you, businessman.
Welcome back. It has been a very heated one, and from there now we'll take We Health Tip by Paulina Bindu Samba, and we'll be right back.
And welcome to Today Health Tips. You ever feel like say you hate the scratch you pass smack and you no one for stop? It go be to say na lice. Then small insects then where they live by your scalp and they suck your blood. This is common, especially for pikin, but anybody safe can get some. So what's na head lice? Head lice na one small bug when no get wing. Then they lay egg wey dem dey call nits wey can stick by your hair near your scalp. Lice can spread if head touch head or if you share cap, comb or pillow with anybody wey get am. So wetin are the symptoms dem? You go know for say lice na your head when you scalp dey scratch you bad one. You go feel like say something dey crawl by your head, or you go even get sore from the scratch. Or sef, you go see for say small white or yellow nits dem dey comot na your head. So wetin I go do for prevent am? For stop lice, 1. No share cap, comb, scarf or pin with anybody. 1. No share cap, comb, scarf or hair pin with anybody. 2. Tie long hair good one. If e be to say you dey go school or you dey go na busy place. 3. Check pikin dem hair fast. 4. Wash your bed sheet, your cap, your clothes with hot water and dry am with hot iron or hang am sef under sun. 5. Vacuum your sofa, motorcar seats and carpet. If lice don catch you, use lice medicine shampoo or cream wey you go buy na pharmacy. Follow the instruction dem good one. 2. Comb your hair with fine tooth lice comb every day for pull the egg dem. 3. Repeat the treatment after 7 to 10 days for kill any new lice. 4. Wash any clothes, towel or bed sheets wey you don use for the last 2 days. Everybody wey dey live na the same house with you for check dem head proper one, for treat am once and for all so that e no go come back. Lice no mean say you na dirty person o, anybody can get am. If you act quick, treat am right and keep yourself clean, you go clear am all comot na your head and the itching go stop.
Thank you very much, Paulina. And from there now, we'll take off flight schedule for tomorrow. Starting at 5 a.m., Aska Airlines flight KP041 will depart from Freetown and make stop in Accra and Lomé, arriving at 8:45 a.m. At 8:30 a.m., Aska Airlines flight KP043 will take off from Banjul and head to Freetown, arriving at 9:10 a.m. before continuing to Lomé. At 1 p.m., Aska Airlines flight KP022 will depart from Lomé and make stop in Accra and Freetown, arriving in Banjul at 4:45 p.m. At 1:30 p.m., Brussels Airlines flight SN243 will take off from Freetown, make a stop in Monrovia, and land in Brussels at 7:55 p.m. Also at 2:30 p.m., Kenya Airways flight KQ510/11 will depart from Nairobi, make stop in Accra at 5:30 p.m. and arrive in Freetown at 6:30 p.m. This flight will then head back to Accra and return to Nairobi. For those traveling overnight, at 9:30 p.m., Turkish Airlines flight TK533/4 will depart from Istanbul with a stop in Ouagadougou before arriving in Freetown at 1:10 a.m. and continuing to Istanbul at 2:10 a.m. That's all we have for our travel update. Have a lovely flight. From there, Nalo joins Tim Pease in the ENT wall. Let's see what he has for us.
Yo, what's up world? What's up everyone? I go by the name Slim to the PZ. You already know this at the corner right here on Slick TV channel 37. Yes, we are back again with them stories, updates on how things then unfold inside the entertainment industry. So let's go to the stories. I'm for starts with the one and the only Ray Boy Blue. You know what I mean? Representing Future Flip Entertainment and of course Rap Rampage Season 1 winner. Now I'm talking about Ray Boy Blue done they push very hard since he don't win this competition. You don't drop countless amounts of hit songs and trending songs all across Salon and on several platforms. But of course, of late, one thing there about Ray Boy Blue, where plenty people commend him for, he has uphold something where I would say now from there, Ray Boy Blue, the name became a household name, I would say. When you talk about battle rap, that is what Rap Rampage has been about, promoting young talented rappers, put them into battles and then give them topics, you know, not so just for beef, but for able for rap and explain or tell stories with the rap. So pretty much that has been the thing for Ray Boy Blue. And of course, since he don't drop songs them like Waiting This Up, Mama Call Me Phone and a few other songs, you know what I mean? Now, he don't do battle. I don't follow up how we battle with other rappers. You know what I mean? They go hard on other rappers. But this time around, it decides to say, no, you know what? Let me put a pause to this. Let's go commercial. Let's make the bag. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the money. Ray Boy Blue is set to drop a future. I would say this is not like the first feature song with me personally don't come across say Ray Boy Blue put somebody on the song. This one, it gets Eddie 441, formerly called, now called Country Boss on the song. And no long talking. If you watch on the screen right now, you go see, say, they don't do the song already. the song is mixed and mastered. They are officially planning to release the video because now they don't shoot done. We see pictures of behind the scenes when they made the shoots. Now they are planning to officially put a visual out for that very song, which is a good step. I want to commend the management team for this young man. You know what I mean? For do this work for him. But of course, then say for give credit to Uda and Udat, you know what I mean? Don't put on say then they come to the stage. When you look at the producer, we produced this song. Now a top-notch music producer in name na Splendid. When you talk about mixing and mastering, now Dr. Killer Beats, a Sierra Leonean young coming producer. And the video director, now Love It Concept. You talk about the executive producer, of course, na Rap Rampage team. So pretty much them people here, now they make sure say Rayboy Blue bring this classic or this commercial style song to now. And the title of the song, according to them again, they say the title of the song, na No Rules, like rules not there. So watch out. They'll just take small, like 5 seconds from the song.
Inside the always see the street not got no rules, but when we get to the kit, we busy the creep. Lily and Nasim busy the sweep. Humble the father, shut the mouths of fools, protect me your sheep. I take me life back from the devil, get so God make it keep. I left Osh Creek.
Alright, so that's No Rules by the one and only Rayboy Blue. Now let's talk about Famous amidst all the fiagba where they go on between Black Leo Camp, Fame Entertainment Camp, between Famous, Cardinero, and all other things. I remember the last time I talked about a song titled No Pressure with Famous, say Ego Drop. Well, it say make we all calm down. Like, let's take a deep breath. Blow calm down. And just hope say inside this August, the song finally go drop with a title, No Pressure. So it's a good news for salon music lovers them. I think from One Life we might enjoy. We get One Life for Leave. It's been a minute since Famous drop a song, right? So now No Pressure is coming. Just tighten up your seatbelt, fan your cotton board or whatnot, you clean your ears and get prepared as Famous is dropping No Pressure this August. All right, let's take another thing on the plate today. I want to we talk about Daniel Kamara, popularly known by his stage name, Terror D, the CEO of Mike City Music, or better say Mike City Movements. Yep, Terror D. Terror D say, make a tell una say, on Friday, the 5th of September, let we get set for in song where he call Lose Body. Loose Body. I don't know what that name mean actually. But when you look at the flyer, you see fire there on the woman in body. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if now what's in my mind, they tell me actually Daniel Kamara Terror D want to talk about Palace music. But all said and done, it's to make we wait as he go drop this song. And you know, say Terror D, there's two things about Terror D we I really respect him for. One is the quality of the production of his song. And two, when you talk about music visuals, right? From Sierra Leone here, Terror D is one of the people that will go point. Say yes, when it comes to standard visuals, Terror D is one. You know what I'm talking about? So I look forward for classic production, good content inside the music, and similar so a superb visuals. You know what I'm talking about? Loose Body by Terror D dropping on the 5th of September 2025. Let's talk about Frank Seri, aka Samza Mba. Now, I mean, instead of say, finally, a album for this year, 2025, go drop. You know what I'm talking about? It said the name for the album, a column, A Perfect Time. Let me watch me time. Anyways, it said the album title, A Perfect Time, and it go drop soonest. Pretty soon after in last body of work winner Evidence. We make so much waves, get dope songs them inside like OZD, the Evidence song, get songs with different artists like I Try, P Sweezy on that body of work. He said this time around, A Perfect Time is going to be magical. That is what he took to his Facebook page. If you see on the screen right now, you'd see the post by the one and only Samza Mba. Isabusai Samza come on. They come up from the group Crack Twist and Samza. But since they break away, both of them don't do very well inside the entertainment industry. This is not all the updates that I get for now. For today, my name is Ibrahim Kagbo. You call me Slim Pizzy or you say the vibe. Till we link up again for another episode of the Entertainment Corner, I'm signing out and blessings.
Welcome back. Thank you very much, Slim Peasy, for that entertainment update today. And now James Cameraman is here with us to take us through the headline review. Good afternoon, James, and welcome.
Good afternoon, Rabbi. Good afternoon, listeners. Good afternoon, viewers. Don't forget that today we go straight to waiting. The Minister of Information may say on the 15th, they post on the Facebook page where the Minister of Information and Civic Education page on the 15th of August. Now this is say according to United Nations World Food Program, the report don't confirm say one that President Bio in feed salon agenda they deliver. We mean say prices of food commodities them don't reduce drastically according to what they say. And he also mentioned say he mentioned some areas them say imported rice prices down 18% nationwide. So these are the three districts that we then quote: Bond 33%, Western area 27%, and Moyamba and Kono 25% each. So that means the rest way they come out now overseas come now, the price don't go down. Remember I say some months back people will be saying they buy rice up to 1 million, that's 1,000 leons. And now but they are saying if we are going by this percentage, it means rice don't come down drastically. What about other one again? Say look at the rice, that the one where they plant now, so with the plant here. Say price is slightly lower, down 3% on average. So it means the rest now you can buy very cheap, next to nothing, according to if we can go by what this report they say. Cassava, the one where they plant now as well. Say prices don't go down to 16%, and Gary Sef don't go down to 12% year on. Purchasing power up. They say monthly minimum wage now buys 41 kilogram of imported rice, up from 33 kilogram last year. These are waiting. According to them, say UN World Food Program reports they say talking about the salon prices don't reduce. And I think I think I remember say buy rice as low as cookery as low as 3 leons now down to we. Now we area another 3 leons I think I buy rice. So another Rabbi, how much you buy cookery today?
25 leon. 25 leon for plate.
So this is serious, and this is very, very serious. We are making fun out of it, but it's very serious. If they are saying prices are going down, but when you go to the market, on the reality level, not to say be. I buy 1 cup pepper Saturday when I go market, me cook for myself, and I buy 1 cup pepper 15 leons. I buy a pint of oil 14 leons. Yabas it's 5 leons for you get the kind of yabas, you get the kind size of yabas. So if I buy a cup of rice, I think 10 leons. You get the other one at 7 leons. You get the other one at 5 leons. So I wonder outside whose market where they go where they see the prices and go down. I don't know if probably I don't know if down around to an area.
Long living in India then, so okay, it's not funny. Let's move a bit. I don't know what side the study came from or how they then go about amending population sample. I don't just know the method that they used in conducting the study. But I'll take rest we happen for people staple food. If now Western area they gave percentage as to how imported rice don't can down. And they're saying for Western area it's about 27%. So if someone they buy rice for 1,000 leons and 27% if you take an offer, so you'd expect people to buy rice about 730 leon. Mathematicians, I don't know if my calculations are correct, but if you take 27% from that, they could give about 730 leons for buyers. But are they referring to the 50 kilo, the 25 kilo, or the 50 kilo?
Yeah, 50 kilo.
Because I know a bag of rice cost more than that. It's about 850 leons.
Okay.
Right now, where they buy, is it per day or so? Where they buy right now? They had different brands altogether, but that parboil cost around 800 leons. When you watch I'm not discrediting the information we put because there's been a decrease in it, however, compared to how people in the bar, because I bought a bag of rice up to 950 leons. So if you buy now something like 850 leons, I'm not discrediting that. But the 27% that they gave, now I kind of gets question mark too. Okay, let's move away from rice a bit. Now let's take gari. A cup of gari now costs 5 leons, some size 6 leons, which arguably certain set of people will tell you, say, they rather buy gari now, they rather cook rice now safe than gari, because the only thing for the rest you get for buy coal. Now for gari, some side they sell 5 leon, 6 leon, where equivalent to the same price of how they sell rice. So the only difference no more now that the fact the rest they take more time in gari and getting your own juice altogether. And this that the very gari prior to now will be they buy just 1 leon for the cup. So it's like there's a mismatch somewhere where I still struggle for comprehend. I mean, how they put together those figures is the big thing altogether. For rice imported, yes, there has been a decrease, but I guess a big question to the percentage where they put here and they say, well, we start doing a study, the practical realities are not tend to be the same. If they come up from a woman where they go to market or where they buy rice, it say, it not tend to be the same, however, but I can agree to some extent, say, the price of rice per bag don't actually come down to a point that you even get now a cup of rice for 4 leon or 4 leon 500. But the big question again, prior to now, people were buying a cup of rice up to 1 leon 500. Yeah. Today, they buy them up to 4.
No, so it's very difficult to accept, you know, it's very difficult to accept. But imagine waiting in a paper, in writing, according to within the UN World Food Program, they say, according to the report, it's not what is reflecting in our markets. That's the problem. And I want to be catch again about the report and say, now they are proud that now the average wages, they're able to buy 41 kilogram of rice. Now, the average wage, wage, the minimum wage for civil servants is about 800,000. So just imagine now, so you pull 800 leons, you buy 1 half bag of rice or full bag of rice. You get 2 picking. You get your wife, 2 picking to go to school. You go for come out as far as Waterloo for pit transport. So the 800 leons alone don't go for the rest.
That depends to the kind of back if you go on for buy. The rest they buy at that cost. Because you cannot buy jasmine at that cost. So, you and I know that.
So some of these reports, sometimes we don't know so they can pull and fact them. We know they discredit, but we are questioning certain things. You know, we are on the ground, we are Sierra Leoneans, that we have the right to question certain things, you know, that is happening. And so we don't know how the reports come out, we don't know how they do their findings, we don't know which markets they go. Because we really want for good markets, they will also go bye-bye. Because if then they send us alone and do them, let us show the market. They will also go bye-bye.
There's a saying, follow who know road.
Yeah, sure. So we will not show you the road so that we will also go bye-bye. We will sell people that will with them, picking them, mama them, make them go bye-bye. Now the same market, we will not bye-bye. We all don't go down. But to say we they buy, not to say be. That's number one for say.
You know, Mane, when you talked about the minimum wage, we had a conversation earlier, not today, some couple of months ago. We started talk about the minimum wage, and within the Ministry of Labour say this is okay. This was around the SLBC saga. So this is something they want for sit down on a round table and get a discussion about if there are ways they go able at least arrange that. Imagine with your degree or so, the branded degree, the first class or second class upper division where you don't get in the first place, and you're taking home 800 leons.
Indeed, it's very pathetic.
And they're bluffing, say at least you can buy a bag of rice. I think at this point, for you don't now foresee how we work on that day for at least increase some. Say this is not the least struggle. They've made arrangements. I mean, some from adjustment, however, because it was around 500 leons, so they add 300 leons. But the same money is. You go to finish 800 leons even in a day.
The project I really want for access, 800 leons can get. But however, now we'll go to education. Now we'll take another one because if we saw the debate on that issue, they will not come here today. The Civil Rights Coalition don't the commencement of interviews for picking them. People say, we sit the MPSC exam. We sit for secondary school them for go. That monitoring may take place today in Freetown. We, the coalition, may monitor the interviews them. Tambadine, being said the civil rights coalition, the time they take for monitor this now because they want to see how the free quality education they go, and because it's now government and flagship program they want to see, because education is the key to every nation growth.
Today being the 18th of August 2025, now the commencement of the interview for picking them, we've been take the national primary school exams. We don't make them grade na various schools them, especially government and government-assisted secondary schools them. Civil Rights Coalition, since the inception of the free quality education by His Excellency the President, Julius Maada Bio, been done the work with government closely. Since 2018, we will get the commencement of the free quality education. And we plan now for make government succeed, because education is the backbone to development. We go to various secondary schools them, namely St. Joseph Convent, one school we visit, St. Edward's Secondary Kingdom is another school that we visit also. We try to see how the process they go on, the level playing field, the access to education, because these are the key pillars them where we try to look for, or the key indicators them. Are they exploiting parents? Is there any exploitation going on? And people they will sit for the respective schools them. Now the people them within the interview, the line them within draw, the marks they within draw. Now the marks they really picking and get. So these are the things them we they look for. We get to benchmarks they what they look for. We get to forms them what they try for tick. We will meet any benchmark, and at least we know say the picking they will sit for the respective school them get the access, unfettered access to that education day and that school day of in choice. Some of the observation or findings them at the school is like for St. Edward's, the mark we then draw now 282. You get below that mark day, let's say if you sit for St. Edward's as first choice, you're out. So any PQA score 282 and above, St. Edward's for being first choice. This now the other key. This now the other thing we they watch for. Now the schools them, the first choice and second choice. A lot of parents them definitely when picking get the mark, they were happy. But a lot of picking them back again, where some parents they say, well, they don't transfer. During the exam, let's say them in the Allentown. But you picking don't score 300 for instance, then you don't transfer come around Kuto Road. You don't transfer come around Campbell Street. The proximity for like you picking able for Cam Edwards is far greater than if you did Allentown, where you picking for being the left day for Cam St. Edwards. Arlington and the Wisiam are some of the challenges there. So these are some of the issues. But again, we see a set uniform price, a price list where the ministry develop. We try to know how they develop them, then do them in tandem with the Ministry of Trade and Industry, because the Ministry of Trade and the respective ministry that one they were able to determine the prices of goods and commodities in the market. So all the price lists they will see at the various schools them has been developed by the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education in tandem with the Ministry of Trade and Industry. This one is part of the free quality education, because there are some certain things where the government not cover. Yeah, there is a package, and then thing they are also waiting at the prices. Basically, these are things that comes up year in and year out, and these are things that are required by pupils that are coming in and new in Form 1, pupils that are going in new in SS1. These are uniform prices.
Thank you very much, Don Abdullah, for putting that extra play for we together. Now we'll go to the local newspapers and see what they get for we. We'll take the first one, the Truth newspaper. They say, to court or not to court? All eyes on President Bio's verdict. We got another story, say 34 years helicopter dream and stole over 15,000 leons. Torture in police custody, former inmate speak up. This other story here, you go find the Truth newspaper. I guess it's a very new one. And this one, they talk about, surely they talk about the FGM issue. I guess I've read something like this, to court or not to court. Yes, well, will you take another paper?
Mane, before you go there, I must confess, this is a very catchy headline there. Yeah. They talk about this whole Bondo thing. We don't table the, well, activists are crying for it, say, attend this for the government, at least legalize illegal, for make it illegal, for say if you put speaking Bondo when or reach certain ages, you forget some legal implications altogether. And you get the one that would feel like, oh no, it's not time for to accept the white man culture. These people in camp, they introduce to us religion, we take them. These people in camp sell grandpa them for glass and rum, we take them, they go turn them slave. So I want to adapt something. The last time we even interviewed, is it Dr. Amadu waiting at the United States, they send for people where they talk for them. She mentioned something, say, even inside the United States of America, you get speaking there where they go to the hospital now and say, doctor, this thing, I'm tired of it, get it off. So this is what they do. I think the only side where the law and the reality, because we say religion or say tradition they get for play a very critical role there. That the fact say some certain set of people and they say don't make them illegal, so that these people are going to say it's a crime against this speaking, especially in the case of say this speaking or reach of ages. And the other big question is, if you are saying I am a right-thinking member of society when I am 18, why then I go join a particular society where, according to the paper, they say in court or to court, and if for they below me age or for reach the right age, they don't get time for make decision for myself. But again, another set of people will tell you, say, if picking at this point, I need to pick the school way for go. All of these things put together. So now all thing left to the pie index now for say, okay, this would make them a crime, now XYZ go happen. So the debate's actually long, but we must commend this government in terms of how they're dealing with issues of girls and girls-related things so far. But this one tend to be a bonus to it.
Okay.
To court or not to court.
Yes, court or not to court. It's a catchy one, actually. And also, I guess, a new newspaper, I guess, this is the first edition. Okay, so we take the next newspaper and see what we get for Fambo there. Mr. Standard Times, we got the Standard Times newspaper. We get the first story, say, Masheka, Roberi Junction, Youth Hill, and the Macaulay as featured president. Industrial Park dispute. Global investors urge swift resolution. Segu Wara Sahid Lombli, and Indian diaspora empowered 198 pupils. Other story, you will find the Standard Times newspaper. I guess you don't get a copy of them. If not, you know, the usual place. Just go post office, you get a copy of them. You go enjoy for read. We'll talk, find a pick for today and see what that we'll get for one for today. We get the Concord Times newspaper, where the main banner headline story say IGR survey shocks 74% of citizens clueless about electoral reform. 198 people benefit from Babaguri Nanka scholarship. We get another one, say, new Slafa executive pays caustic call on President Bills, commit to peace, unity in football. You go on for one, go on for agree, say, IGR, according to IGR, the report says shocking that 74% of citizens are clueless about electoral reform. You know, these are issues we don't talk about throughout the week, about within government want for do, the one for structure, the electoral reform, whether one for you continue for use the PR system or one for go back to the past the post, when we don't use so, or maybe we need to forget a referendum where citizens themselves for convert, bring out their own feelings and vote or vote against for or against the electoral system. So how go get a referendum when 74% of the population even understand what thing that they're going for, according to what IGR put at?
out. You know, in 74 na college or na school safe, it means the more number a passing grade. So if more of Sierra Leone population don't understand what they are going in for, is there a need? I think we don't get a very long ride since 2023. Maybe you will get more knowledge and sense. What I'm trying to point out here is things they unfold since 2023 election to date. It gets so many questions we go on for ask, you know, but sometimes again, even when you ask these questions, sometimes you wonder if you go get the required answers we get. But we don't get a very long ride to this whole elections, election reforms, all of these things put together. But the big question is, if Parliament, even the presidential spokesman said it in one of our sister radio stations, even if Parliament no agree for one or two things, they have to come to the public, however. Now, if IGR is saying 74% of the population of Sierra Leone public no understand what they are going in for, it has to be it's going to be a very, very long ride.
Indeed, I remember one Nigerian musician can say, now who I go ask? Indeed, now who I go ask question? Well, Tete will go for the get without the ask, and who will go for answer we. So the headline, if you go take time for left you today, and you know we just started a new week, so it means we have a lot of news package for you during the week. So continue to make this channel your channel and no shift at all. Tete tomorrow, me, Najib's Kamamane.
It's a pleasure having you on board, James. And thoughts to go draw the curtain down to today's edition of the Today Show here on Sleek Television, channel 37. I want to extend me thanks and appreciation to we guests them, when they make into the studio and when they call virtually. And also to the production team for ensuring we're always here with you for bringing you more news and more content. I am Rabiatu Mansaye. Enjoy your day.